Florida Gators, Lindsey Minor.
Florida has some big scores leading up to Lindsey in the 9-8 range. Going to make up some ground here. And nothing beats the excitement of a home crowd.
Kinsey Rowe got a 9-8 for her routine for Georgia. Stelowski at a 9-5. Stelowski, Penn State 9-5. So you're up to date on scores.
Oh, out of bounds. Oh, unfortunately, a tenth of a point off for out of bounds. Now, it looked like she broke that pass. I'm not sure what she was planning to do, but it almost looked like she did something different.
9-6-7-5 for Minor. Still a relatively good score. So the Florida Gators showing a little bit of power. We're coming back. We've got much more of the Super 6 Challenge coming up. Back. We're in the midst of rotation 5. Georgia's on the uneven bars. And this is the Bulldogs star, Corey Fritzinger.
Very nice work. A little bit sloppy with her feet. Just here and there, she kind of loses form. Oh, and went over on that handstand, and she's having to cover. Oh, that is a shame. Good landing. I think she's a little bit surprised. I don't know what the judges will think about the cover.
That's herself giving...
That's what you got to do at the beginning of the season, okay? That's what we got to do. That was good fight. You guys see that? That's what you got to do.
Corey Fritzinger.
It's a big, big deduction.
Nice transition into the dismount. Legs a little bit apart, but a good landing. She liked that part. She's still wondering what happened earlier in the routine.
He's hoping that they count heavily for the landing.
Too bad she's had a very, very good meet so far. Just a slight mistake. A little too far over on the calf.
Bouncing's our best event. We're going to be on it last a lot of times this year. It's a very close competition. The scores are low on being because people haven't been nailing routines as good as we can hit. So that doesn't mean anything. We're going to have a lot higher scores. We have great beams. Competition's really close. Stick these beam routines. Nail them. Be aggressive. Just like in practice. Come on, get it. Get it, you guys. Do your visualization over there, all right? Believe, just like Coach Spears said. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go back to the vault. Kristen Uransky for LSU.
Wow.
Nails it.
That is a hard vault to land well, and you can't do it any better than that. Half twist into the front layout position. Very straight body. Again, hard to do.
9-9-2-5. Sweet. $6,185 in the house at the O'Connell Center. 7th biggest crowd in University of Florida history for gymnastics.
Well, LSU has a great vault competition going on. Very nice job by all of them. Got nice distance, but of course that step, the judges cannot ignore it.
Philip Ogletree, Bob Moore, the assistants to Dee Bro. And the Florida team.
They have to be worn out at the end of the competition. They don't just do their own routines. They do everybody else's routines together.
And now Florida's on floor. Here's Hillary Thompson.
Very nice performance.
Hillary Thompson for the Florida Gators. One of the senior leaders for this Florida squad.
They have some very good scores over there on floor exercise.
Corey Frissinger got a 9.725.
With a big score here, they'll be able to drop a low score of a 9.65. And most of the other scores are 9.7, 9.8 range. Very good. Very good outing for Florida on the floor.
So Thompson a 9.95. So the anchor hits for Florida, and indeed 6 solid scores for the Gators. Last year's Super 6 Challenge was a thriller. It went right down to the final rotation. Georgia's Christy Litchie was up on the beam, and she had to hit.
And as she had done so many times throughout her career, came up with the performance they needed to put the pressure on.
9.850. But Alabama and its mascot were not finished. The great Andrea Pickens was on floor, and she needed to hit.
And hit she did.
A 9.775. Her dad was delirious. But then who won it? Was it Alabama or Georgia? It turned out they tied. We'll be back with our final rotation right after this. Super 6 Challenge here in Gainesville, Florida. After 5 rotations, LSU and Penn State have completed their scoring 193s. Georgia and UCLA figure to battle it out for the title. Alabama has a chance, and Florida moving up ever so slightly. Now Florida will be on vault. Alabama on bars, Georgia on beam, UCLA on floor. LSU and Penn State, as we mentioned, have a bye. So it all comes down to this final rotation, and Georgia on the balance beam, and here's Kinsey Rowe.
And they are really doing a great job here on balance beam so far. Scores in the 9.8 range. But more important, just solid as can be. Very confident. Look at that landing.
Yeah, Vexler got a 9.825. Sapinar got a 9.875.
I'm sure this is exactly what Suzanne Jochum was hoping for with Kinsey Rowe. She didn't get to compete all last year and had really only competed in 2 meets in her final year in high school. And so she was really untested in competition. Very nice work. Oh, little problem on the landing, but the rest of the team is very, very solid.
Suzanne Jochum raves about Kinsey Rowe.